Alright, I'm not seeing any videos on YouTube about 350Z, G35, 370Z, G37, nothing about the rear diffs on how to tell if it's a LSD or if it's an open diff. So I'm going to give a rundown of that, and also while I'm at it, I'm going to show you guys how to see what final drive's in yours. You know, 370Zs, if you were to get an automatic, it has a 3.3. If you get the 6-speed, it's got a 3.692. The first gen 350Z, the DE, VQ35 DE, and probably the HR, certain years, are going to be a 3.5 if it's a 6-speed. If it's an auto, it's going to be a 3.3. So virtually, if you have an automatic, swapping to a diff from a 6-speed car will make your car quite a bit quicker. Swapping over to a 370Z diff that's a manual is going to be even better still. So we're going to show you if it's going to be an open diff first. So what we're going to do is, and you can do this when you have your car jacked up in the air too, if you just want to know what you have on yours. You pretty much jack up the car from the pumpkin and spin the wheel. So if we spin this one clockwise, see how the other one's spinning the opposite way? Now if this was a VLSD or LSD of any sort, both wheels would spin forward. So I'm spinning this one clockwise, that one's going counterclockwise, meaning it's an open diff. Not that it matters, I'm going to be welding the diff for my setup. So now I'm going to give you the rundown on what gear ratio it is and how to prove what gear ratio it is. It's going to be a little harder to do if it's in the car. I guess you could jack up the whole car and put it in neutral and mark the wheel and see how many rotations of the drive shaft makes your wheel back to where it started. That's virtually what we're going to do here. So you see the tape marks I have. Here's a tape mark here. I'm going to put that a little more centered. And what we're going to do is we're going to spin this, the yoke here. So that's where the drive shaft's going to be hooked up. We're going to spin it one rotation. So one full rotation. Tape back up top. You see how far that one moved? Another full rotation. That would make it a 2-0, but it's not. So then we go another rotation. That'd be a 3. So this would be like what a 3-3 gear ratio would be or so. So I'm going to go half, because that would be 3.5. So roughly that's what your 3.5 would look like. So this one's a little more than a 3.5, so I'm going to spin it some more here. So you see how that's back where it started, which makes that a 3.692. Technically everyone calls it a 3.7, but yeah, that's what it is. So it's a open diff 370Z rear end. I'm swapping it into my 350Z, and it should get a good amount more acceleration out of it.